All right, it is time to officially start packing everything in this house. We have about a week left before the bus moves off this property and onto a little block where we're going to be semi-living on the bus and semi-living outdoors and off-grid. So the more that I can pack today and in the next few days, the less Sam and I have to do over the next week, and so therefore all our time can be dedicated to doing everything outside, getting the house cleaned up and organized out there, and also getting the bus to a point where it's actually going to be livable. So I'm going to go through some of the things we're not using at the moment, like our bulk whole food, like our books and clothes that we're not really going to need to access in the next week, plates and things that we're not using as well, like bare minimum is going to stay here, and that way it's just out of our hair. I'm just really antsy to get off the property, and so the more that I can do now, the better. Over the last week or so, I've started tidying up different things, getting rid of junk from the deck, and also selling any furniture we no longer need and that people might be interested in. The more that I can save from landfill, the better, but honestly, I don't feel like it's until you move off the property that you realize just how much junk you've accumulated. And we're a couple, so we've accumulated twice as much. I'm going to go through and kind of think about what we want to store, what we want to keep and take on the bus, and what we want to donate or chuck out. I am spending the morning cleaning the house and organizing things. I'm also putting a bunch of listings up of all our furniture that's not going to come onto the bus and is just a little bit large and cumbersome to store. For example, our dresser. So I gave that a bit of a clean and I've put it up on Facebook Marketplace. Our TV, I'm going to put on our little bedside tables as well. Just anything that I can find that I know, though I would want to store it, it wouldn't really be practical because it's so large. And then I'm kind of like, well, when will we use it? Like, we're most likely to be on the bus for a very long time. So anyways, put it all up. And my next task, I don't really know if you can see it well, but the dogs have absolutely destroyed this blind. And of course, since this is a rental, we need to repair it. So all I'm going to do is cut off this bit that's gone bad. I'm going to use my sewing skills and I'm just going to re-sew exactly what is going on here because it's just a simple stitch. And if it works, great, then we'll be able to use it there. And if it doesn't work, we'll just buy a new one. Ooh, okay, that works well. This was when Eris was a young pup and he would get excited and just absolutely destroy things. It's not a huge chunk that's coming off, so I think it'll be okay. And then we'll be able to put the bar in and pin it onto itself.
Like, why would I know, man? I'm just administration.
Her name's Amy. She's... Look at little baby Diane in her first year of teaching. This is the class that graduated.
Yeah, the one that sent a letter. Started the process of lining up. I moved a little bit.
I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with all my jars. I'm most likely going to keep them, but I might have to store them at some point. I definitely want to preserve food while we're on the road, but I don't know how practical that's going to be with space. I think with most of my jars, I'm going to actually donate them to the op shop, and that way they're always there if I want to get them back in the future. That's hoping. Okay, so we're working with a junk and recycling pile. We've got our donate pile over there, and then this is where I'm going to put all of the pantry items. I've already labeled my box, and I'm just going to do bulk things and things that aren't already easily stored. Like this will be fine, that will not, and like in the next week, I might use that. See, this can get cleaned and most likely donated. Preserves can go away. I'll keep things like pasta, but semolina, beans, I'm going to pack away because I know I'm not going to use them. I'm not really going to bake in the next week. They can go away. Quinoa. No. I ended up putting all my seeds together, and this is going to be a big bag of seeds. I have already started doing a lot of my cupboards, so that one's just about done. Top's done there. This one still has so much stuff I need to sort through, but this one is pretty much done. This one's empty, so we're getting there. Man, I just want to show you guys that this box right here isn't even, I'd say, a quarter of our food storage in this house. Like, this is all pantry stable food, coffee beans, dried goods, coconut oil, pasta, flour, rice. Like, this box, like if this was a giveaway and this was a box, like this is an absolute jackpot, and I would be so happy to receive it, because this is true food security, knowing that at any time I can whip up something nutritious for myself and for Sam and our family from things that I just have laying around. Like, sure, this isn't fresh food, but that's what having a garden outside has been so wonderful for, because we do have zucchinis whenever we want, and greens and leaves that we can consume in salads. But this right here is what I've absolutely loved about self-sufficiency in our household, and I really do hope that we will have room for just this much food in our bus. I'm totally happy to give up cupboard space and pantry space. I'm totally happy to give up cupboard space for plates and for cups to have food security. I think most of our cupboards here are filled with food as opposed to utensils and plates and cups, and this is what I love spending my money on. They are so filthy. Yuck. So some people were a bit concerned about how we were going to start downsizing for bus life. And honestly, I already started this process a couple of years ago. We knew that we wanted to live tiny. At some point in our life, we thought this would be a yurt rather than a bus. So there was going to be a bit more space. But nonetheless, so we've been planning for this for a while, and Sam and I have never really been people that are very connected to things and materials other than, of course, Sam's music gear. But you know, that's got its purpose, and all my crafty things, that's about the only things that we spend our money on. So as far as our clothes go, other than a couple of loads of washing that I'm doing at the moment, this is it. Now, as far as our clothes go, we're not going to need everything. So I am going to pack away what I know that we're definitely not going to reach for. I can't really make that decision up for Sam, but I can for myself. So I've left myself a nice skirt, a pair of shorts, a pair of just like casual skirts, 2 pairs of pants, and then the rest can go. It has been a mammoth few weeks getting this place organized, both inside and outside of the house, but I'm just trying to chip away at things a bit at a time as I go. The next few days will be prioritizing moving a lot of things and getting our yard under control. Luckily, we have some very kind friends coming over tomorrow, so I'll be getting some groceries today to thank them all with. And yeah, we'll be getting all this grass under control, the garden's looking nice and neat, and hopefully all of the big, bulky, heavy furniture that Sam and I haven't been able to lift, we'll get it all onto the bus or into the cars ready to go. Because officially, I guess, in 3 days' time, we'll be able to leave. And that means that next week I'll be dedicating all my time to actually getting the house cleaned up, both on the inside and the outside, because all the furniture will be out. I do still want to chip away at a few things today. I'm hoping to tackle the windows, and I'm hoping to tackle the cobwebs and like the walls inside and give that all a freshen up. Other than that, I do need to pack some op shop things into the car and also some rubbish so that we can take it out this morning when I take Sam to work. So let's get on with that. It has all been happening in here. Today is officially the last day to clean up, get everything off. Tomorrow is move out date. It's still raining, and so that has completely pushed our plans back. We can't move onto the property until the rain stops for at least a week, because they have to get a shipping container off first, and the ground just gets really wet. So we're kind of at a position right now where we're going to pack up everything, and then the bus will get stored at a neighbour's house until we're able to get it onto the block. So whether we are swagging it for the next few days, if not weeks, or I don't even know. But anyways, today I am cleaning the rest of the house. Today's jobs are going to start with the kitchen cupboards. I just gave them a spray down and I'll start wiping them soon. I'm going to work around the cupboards, then do the stove top, and yeah, just go from there. So I'm cleaning the cupboards, and I want to show you guys just what a big difference baking soda can make as a cleaning agent. I forgot it in the first batch, and I just had hot water, some vinegar and some dish soap. And the first time that I did the cupboards, they looked like this. Can you see how the light reflects off it? And they look so grimy and dirty. Now the second time, the only difference is that into that same water that had vinegar and a bit of dish soap, I added like a scoop, a third of a cup of baking soda, and this is what they look like now. So just to compare the two. You see that? You wouldn't know from some angles, but in that light, That's when it's really clear, the difference. So for anyone that's still using harsh chemicals because they believe that natural products don't work, they do work, you just have to have the right ones. So baking soda and vinegar are your powerhouses, and you need to make sure they're included. Don't forget them like I did the first time. Baking soda just cleared away all the grime. Even these places where like I had pots and pans and this was absolutely filthy, the first time round, I hardly got it clean because I didn't have that baking soda. As soon as you add it in, all gone. Sparkly white. Which means I might have to go over, see these cupboards again. Annoying, but at least I learnt now. I kind of like to multitask when I'm cleaning, so I'll spray down with vinegar whatever I'm about to clean next. So for example, I'm about to do our shower, our toilet, and our bathroom in general. So I'm going to spray down all the surfaces and everything so that the vinegar can start getting to work. While I wait for that, I'm going to clear out the dishwasher, and then when it's all ready to go, I'm going to bring in that baking soda and dish soap water. So this is stage 1. And now the real trick, I feel like I've shared it before, whenever we've cleaned our fireplace, we use the ash with a bit of water on a paper towel or a newspaper, and you rub it onto that spot and it should come off with a bit of elbow grease. Okay, so isn't that amazing? That's crazy. That's all you need. Natural products, guys. How good's that? Oh my God, I am knackered. We did it. Most of the house is clean. We still have the floors to do, but my vacuum cleaner ran out of battery, and I still want to do like a spot wipe of everything to make sure it's all tidy, but it is looking fabulous. Still need to do the floor. That's looking good, nice and shiny in here. Shiny. A bathroom should not be red in my opinion, but whatever. Whew. Tomorrow's going to be another huge day for us. Sam's actually just gone to work. He's done the ceilings, he's done the pressure washing outside, and he'll be back tomorrow. He'll have a bit of a sleep, and then it'll be a massive day of moving all our things out. Apparently we can keep the bus parked here for the next couple of weeks, so we've got plenty of options with that, which is great. But yeah, I'm definitely ready for this all to be over.